Thanks, Kevin. That it was a lot. That was a lot more credit than it deserved, and I appreciate it.
You know what? You know why it was funny? And for those just joining us, we were live on the old soft open here. Is that Matt said, "Let's start the show." Handsome Kevin said, "Yeah, let's rip the tits off this." And I just wasn't expecting it, so it got a good laugh out of me.
Little enthusiasm, right? Yeah. Start the show just ripping the tits off the bitch.
I was ready for it. I mean, I wasn't ready for it, but now I'm here for it.
Now you're here, yeah. It got you up. That raised you a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, I'm excited, man.
Hit you
Listen, I'll pep up, man. I'm exhausted, but I'll pep up.
Yeah, pep the fuck up.
I am. You know what? I will.
Pep up. Rip the tits off the bitch.
Not an actual person, but just
it's a euphemism. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, Matt.
Yes, gentlemen.
Hi.
How is it
what?
Today?
I know
for us or for in the world or what?
For us. Oh,
whoa.
My wife.
Oh, wasn't that sweet?
Hit me right on the bridge of the nose with her hat.
Ripped the tits off the bitch.
That hurt. That hurt.
All right, so I'm gonna write it down, but it's safe to say that will not be the name of the show.
Oh.
But I'm gonna write it down.
Write it down, yeah. Put it in the notebook.
Oh, excuse me.
How are you, Matt?
I'm great, man. We got Tony's running late. Right, so I'm making fun of him in the text messages. We got the animal, Bob Anger, tonight. That should be fun. We got tons of wrestling to talk about. Maybe we go down the aisle. Who knows? We'll see where it goes. It's WrestleMania season. The AEW might have a third show coming.
They do have a third show coming.
MLW is a thing. NWA is still a thing.
Wrestling exists.
Impact. It's just a crazy. Here's the problem, right?
Okay. Right. Oh boy, here we go.
There's really no headline this week that grabs me by the tits.
It's because we ripped the tits off the bitch.
Yeah, that's why I don't have any.
Right, which means we could go 1,000 different directions tonight.
Oh yeah.
And who knows what kind of Tony's running late. I already called him Voldemort. Who knows what kind of energy he's going to bring to the show. I don't know about the animal, Bob Anger. Yeah, I don't know about him. I don't know what he's bringing. So it's going to be...
Matt, is your first question to him going to be, hey, Bob, why so angry?
You know what? We're going to see. We're going to feel it out. We're going to see. I hear there's a couple rumors running around. There might be a Magenta sighting. Snake Man, Snake Face might be here tonight. I don't know. I really don't know.
Oh, boy.
This is going to be a freak show tonight. Just the way I like my fucking wrestling podcast.
Yeah. Freak show.
Send me a message now. Oh, the animal Bob. He wants to know, what time zone are we in? Eastern, brothers. This is what I'm going to tell.
Central Mountain.
I thought I was pretty clear about this, Bob.
Did you put like 12 exclamation points at the end of it to show him that you could be just as angry?
You know what? Usually I'm good with the Eastern. I didn't hit Bob with an Eastern.
Oh, see, that'll do it.
Typically, I'm good with it. Good like that.
But his home base is Eastern too, so you're fine.
Fuck me. Tony's not here. Hold on. I gotta pull up the fucking stupid sounds. Fuck. You know, Tony couldn't wait till the fucking, 5 o'clock. He can't tell you he's gonna be late. No,
right.
6:30 when I got out of the shower.
I mean,
I have an echo. I'm gonna fucking murder somebody today.
Well, let's make it Bob.
Let's see. Vince intro. Yep. Nope. Let's not update. Let's see. We need a liner. You guys want anyone in particular for a liner here?
Surprise me.
Oh, surprise you. All right. Let's see. Let's see who I can do a liner for who's not been canceled. Liner. He's kind of topical. He's our favorite. Nope. He's a creeper. Let's see.
Gotta dig deep.
Yeah, this thing needs to be updated. That's a fun one. This is a creepy one. Let's see. He's dead.
Doesn't mean we can't use him.
That is also true. This guy's he's a troubled soul. This guy, nobody will know who this guy is. What's over here in liners number 2?
Number 2.
Oh. She's topical. I'll use her right now. She's in all the news.
She's
Let's see.
topical.
I'll use her.
right now.
She's on topical.
Yeah.
There it is. All right, here we go. Do I use that? Yeah, fuck it, we'll use that.
Fuck it.
All right, you're literally listening to the show happen right in front of your eyes and ears.
This is what we call a peek behind the curtain here. We're lifting it up.
Fucking asshole, Tony, you dick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have it. If I click on this thing, comment notification, and it's Tony watching, leaving comments, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind.
No, so here's what I was gonna bring that up, Matt, because he sent another text just now saying "you funny guy."
Yeah.
Now, is that just based on a reply to your text, or is he listening and thinking that you were being a jerk and decided to say "you funny guy"?
I didn't get a text that said "you funny guy."
Oh, I got it.
Oh, I just got it.
Oh, look at that. You funny guy.
No, I think he's saying "you funny guy" to the comment above.
To the text before. Okay.
That's where I mentioned Voldemort.
Ah, funny guy.
All right.
I mean, you are a funny guy. I mean, let's not discount that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's start this fucking shit. All right, do this thing right, and then let's see. I hope this is good.
Shout out to the people in the chat.
Oh yeah, people, enjoy.
The following is a presentation of the Shining Wizards Network, broadcasting live in high-definition video and available on all podcasting and streaming platforms. Follow us on social media at Wizards Podcast. Check out our merchandise at merch.shiningwizards.com. Do your Amazon shopping at amazon.shiningwizards.com. And become a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/wizardspodcast. And now, it's time for the Shining Wizards.
This is Casey Cattell, and you're listening to the super cute Shining Wizards podcast.
Fucking whore.
In your face.
And motherfucking Shining Wizards.
Oh yeah, there we go. Welcome everybody to episode 628, the Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast. Whether we're in your ears on Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, Nellypotamus, I don't know, Amazon, wherever you listen. I don't know where you listen to your podcasts. It's great. We love having you along. If you have the time and you can join us live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter,
In your face.
Twitch.
Twitch.
Would love to get the Twitch views up, but I just don't know how to use Twitch because I'm an old dude. It's the Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast. Where it's
Three times.
Did you get it out?
I got it out.
No, it's still in there somewhere.
And talk about wrestling.
He'll fish it out.
Matt.
KJG.
And spinning things on the ones and the twos.
Hold on. You've been listening to shit for bullshit.
Handsome Kevin Rowe. That was not your best impression, Kevin.
No, that's how I hear Tony when he says all the ones and twos stuff about you.
Oh, gotcha.
It's like all I hear is Swedish Chef.
Weird. Interesting. Yeah. He's not even Swedish.
Who, the chef?
Tony.
Oh.
And he's the one talking. That's so for you to interpret it as Swedish is kind of strange.
But it's just, I guess, all right, so the Swedish Chef was kind of like a misnomer. Like, it literally should have just been the gibberish chef. Like, from the land of Gibberiah. And then
Gibraltar?
Yeah, and that's what I hear when I hear Tony. The ones and the twos and the...
Just that, though. Everything else he comes across clean.
No, everything else is fine. He's perfect. He's a solid American after that. But...
Solid American. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
How you guys doing today?
I'm great.
Could it be better, Matthew? Could it be
Really?
better?
See,
Did
perked up.
Did the O'Shannons and the O'Grady's, and did they all visit you at the Hat this weekend? How was that?
Oh, all the O'Grady's, all the O'Shannons, all the McGuires, all the McIntyres, all the Sheamuses, all the Brawling Brutes, they all did. They were all there, hanging out in good old West Orange for the St. Patrick's Day parade.
No wonder you're so sore.
Yeah, well, yeah, the Brawling Brutes did a number on me.
Think it was good though.
Yeah, man, it was good. A lot of work. Didn't make as much as I wanted to, but what are you gonna do? It's a crapshoot. It's a gamble. So had a good time. Got to work with some great people. So that really makes me happy. Still a lot of friends I haven't seen in a while. Saw Jessica, who you know, Matt, very well.
Yeah.
Stack, and so I saw a bunch of friends. It was a good time. Nothing crazy, but just a really long day.
All right. I like that. That's good. That's good. Well, are you recovered today?
So I didn't go to work.
All right.
But I'm still not recovered. It's gonna take at least another night's sleep to get this back. To get like full like mojo Kevin going. I didn't realize I just did this. If you're not watching on YouTube.
Now, what if this show boosts your mojo? Will you be able to go to bed after?
I will go if I'm awake past 11 o'clock tonight. I'll be shocked.
All right.
So I might watch Raw, the end of Raw.
Right. Yeah,
and then make sure all my clothes are ready for tomorrow because I'm a pre-day clothes getter guy. So I'll do that, and then iron, of course, because I'm the Iron Man.
Do you iron at night and in the morning, or just at night?
What's that?
Do you iron just at night, or do you
re-iron? Every day I get my clothes ready for the next day.
Okay. Come on, Nelly. No.
Yeah, Nelly.
She's like super annoying today. So you iron at night, not in the morning.
Nope. Night.
All right. Nighttime is the right time. Handsome Kevin, how's things out there in Minnesota?
Fantastic, man. Couldn't be more relaxed. Couldn't be more rejuvenated. I in the very first thing in the morning, they do that clock forward back thing. Everybody kind of gets a little tricky. I feel like once I get in the flow of the day, I feel great, man. I feel great. So yeah. I'm pumped.
Daylight saving time only ruins you for like waking up. After that, like it all like just falls like right back.
I'm an early guy anyways. So like having that like hour disappear in the middle of the night doesn't really bother me. It only feels weird when I go to bed because then I feel like I'm going to bed earlier than I normally would, and I go to bed early anyways. Yeah. But yeah,
and I didn't even take that into account. That's probably also why I'm still feeling a little sleepy because I definitely lost an hour. Which you guys know me. I'll sleep till 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Just don't know how you do that.
I go to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning.
All right, but that means you're sleeping for 11 hours?
That's right.
Fuck out of here with that.
That's what it is, man.
Get out of bed, rip the tits off a bitch.
But that's only on the weekend that you'll do that, right? Not during the week.
No, during the week I'm up at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Not bad.
It's a pleasantries of working 5 minutes away from your house. So wake up at 8, I'm at work by 8:30.
Man, that's how you set those clothes out the night before.
Oh, of course, yeah. Mm-hmm. I try to milk. Yo, can I tell you the internal struggle I have between setting an alarm between 7:57 and 7:58?
One fucking minute.
1 minute. I'm like, oh,
horrible.
That's a whole red light.
That's
a whole red light away.
If you live 5 minutes away.
Listen, I milk it, baby.
Wow.
Milk it. What about you, Matt? How are you?
I'm a fucking disaster. What do you mean, how am I?
All right, good.
Oh, I'm great. Overall, good. But like in general, like I'm up late. I'm up early. I was laying in bed watching TV Saturday night. Then I looked up. It was 3:30. I lost an hour. Went to sleep. Woke up at 8 o'clock. The wife did a bunch of shit. Stayed up till 2 o'clock last night. I know nothing.
I know no.
I was trying to watch the fucking USA Mexico World Baseball Classic last night, and it was dragging. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to set everything up for the podcast right now.
Oh, nice.
So like I did Bread Club with Kieran today. He's like, you sent that message kind of the link like real early my time, which means it must have been really late your time. I'm like, yeah, baseball, the World Baseball Classic was dragging, so I got a lot done.
Have you been avidly watching that?
I've been watching a couple innings at a clip, but then the USA Mexico game had me excited because it was from a sold out stadium, and USA is a favorite, Mexico is a favorite. I thought it would be a much better game than it was. It was terrible.
Who's the projected favorite to win the whole shebang?
It's probably Canada, Mexico,
Really?
the DR. Did I say Canada? United States. United States, Mexico, DR. Japan is probably in the running.
What?
Matt, while we're talking about sports, how do you feel about your new quarterback?
The backup quarterback?
Your new quarterback.
Whatever. I mean, it's a lot of money for a backup. Not excited about it. More excited about my new cornerback,
Who'd you guys get?
Jalen Ramsey.
Oh, did you? I didn't see that move.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm dialed in. I have all the notifications on for all the insiders because I'm still waiting on this stupid Aaron Rodgers nonsense. It's killing me, man. Mike White's going to be your starter because Tua's not going to be healthy.
What are you gonna do?
I thought you'd be more like engaged in this because I'm trying to get into your wheelhouse of your team.
I'm not in football mode, man. It's baseball season.
He did switch the dial.
I'm not gonna get all fired up in March about something in September.
How are you on hockey? Have you stuck to your commitment about watching hockey or not?
I know the Devils are doing really well. I know
That's
the
right.
Bruins are on fire.
There-
I know the Rangers.
I love
are
how you said the Devils are doing really well, but the Bruins are the ones that are on
quickest
fire.
to 50 wins in the history of the NHL.
I
No,
know.
Yeah.
It's just the play on the words. Yeah, now Bruins are not nothing to mess with, but the Devils. I didn't watch the game. I had the replay on because I was working, but I'm pretty sure the Devils beat the Carolina Hurricanes yesterday.
they did.
Oh, and that's means they're tied for first place right now.
So I am looking forward to some, playoff hockey. I'll keep an eye on, but baseball is where my bread is buttered. So
How are the eBay sales? Speaking of bread,
sales are good. Still going to the pot to go to the post office this morning.
Nice. What'd you sell today?
The Jay Lethal Ring of Honor figure.
Nice.
Yeah, so the pile's getting smaller. Once they're gone, they're gone.
They gone.
I watched a lot of wrestling this week. The New Japan Cup is off and running.
Oh boy.
I've been enjoying that.
Speaking of buttered bread.
The best. I watched some Ring of Honor TV, and I watched a little AEW.
Look at you.
Yeah,
Look at
kinda, not me and we all got together this weekend in some way, shape, or form, and we recorded a couple bonus episodes for the Patreon. So for all you Patreon subscribers out there, keep your eyes and ears peeled, keep your notifications on because bonus episodes are dropping. I think the trivia contest between Tony and Kevin dropped yesterday.
Oh, well, I gotta listen to that back. That was a hoot.
So be sure to check that out. But I think, gentlemen, we're gonna do a little over the top here. Now, I don't even have the fucking music. I fucking hate Tony tonight. Man,
It's okay,
you can't
Matt.
drop
It's
this shit on me at 6:30. I didn't have the Farrago ready. I felt bad. I used the Casey Catal liner because she's been doing really good. And then right after that, I played the fucking whore drop. What am I doing?
It's okay, Matt. Bum. Dun. Something else than over the top.
Fucking Tony. Fucking asshole. And then what's going to happen? He's going to be running late. And then Magenta's not going to show for Bob Anger. And then
I already did the music, Matt. I did the music.
Sorry.
You want me to do the music again or no?
No, you're
Oh, okay. On Monday Night Raw, Kevin Owens defeats Solo Sikoa by DQ. Bianca Belair defeats Carmella. Omos defeats Dolph Ziggler. Johnny Gargano defeats Finn Balor. Piper Niven defeats Nikki Cross. Chad Gable defeats Baron Corbin. Sami Zayn defeats Jimmy Uso. On SmackDown, in a fatal 5-way #1 contendership match for the Intercontinental title, Drew McIntyre and Sheamus win. Both of them in a fatal 5-way. Following me?
I am.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Judgment Day defeats Legado del Fantasma. The Viking Raiders defeat Braun Strowman and Ricochet, and Charlotte Flair defeats Shotzi on NXT. Jailhouse Street Fight. Tony D'Angelo defeats Dijak. Braun Breaker and the Creed Brothers defeat Indusure. Gigi Dolan defeats JC Jane. Joe Gacy defeats Andre Chase. Roxanne Perez defeats Miko Satomura. Matt, go ahead and take me over the top.
I could use some of this right now. Did you know it is impossible to tickle yourself?
You need a little self-tickling?
I want to try?
I need a giggle over here.
Maybe you could get like a feather.
I'm very stressed.
Feather yourself.
Well, Matt, let me try to relieve some of that stress.
Please.
AEW action. AEW Dynamite from March 8th, All-Atlantic Championship title match. Orange Cassidy defeats Jay Lethal before the title gets leveled up. Ruby Soho defeats Sky Blue, the Jericho Appreciation Society, Chris Jericho, Daniel Garcia, and Sammy Guevara with Angelo Parker and Jake Hager with his purple hat. And Matt Menard defeat Top Flight, Dante Martin, Darius Martin, and AR Fox. The Blackpool Combat Club, Claudio Castagnoli and John Moxley with Wheeler Yuta defeat the Dark Order, Alex Reynolds and John Silver for the AEW TNT Championship. Falls count anywhere. Powerhouse Hobbs defeats Wardlow, and we got another title change. Now, as I scroll down to Rampage map, Rampage is huge. Sammy Guevara defeats Action Andretti. The Acclaimed Anthony Bowens and Max Kessler with Daddy Ass defeat Jack Cartwheel and Starboy Charlie. Oh, God, his name. Takeshita defeats Preston Vance with Jose, the assistant, and Rio defeats Nyla Rose. After that AEW recap, Matt, take me over the top.
You are 13.8% more likely to die on your birthday.
Then what?
Than any other day, right?
Any other day?
Yeah.
It's
like after watching Rampage, you want to fucking die.
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't know what they're doing over there.
I don't know either.
It's thunder.
Well, on NWA, you might not believe what's happening there. Because on NWA Power, Trevor Murdoch defeated Beast Mode. That is a real thing. Beast Mode.
It's a person?
Yeah, it's a guy. Beast Mode, we think at least. EC3 defeated Dante Smiley in a match that satisfied absolutely no one. A hair versus mask match. Gags the Gimp versus Sal the Pal ended in double countout. So no payoff whatsoever. Camille defeated Ruthie J. Pretty Empowered defeated JC Love and Ruthie J. Chico Adams and Real Drago defeat Dirty South. Samantha Starr defeats The Woad.
That's right.
It's also a real thing. And Daisy Kill defeats Rush Freeman. Matt, take me over the top, please.
Ric Flair's adopted name is Richard Morgan Flair. His real name at birth was Fred Phillips.
Little Uncle Fred.
Fred Phillips would roll over in his fucking grave if he had to watch the NWA now. I think half those names were made up. What's a Woad and what's Beast Mode?
Woad is the weapon of mass destruction. I know that from a movie.
Try tell, what movie was this?
Beast Mode starred in it.
Beast Woad.
Oh,
Yeah,
dear.
Woad.
Oh, dear Lord.
Well, Matt, you don't have to cry to the Lord because Impact Wrestling happened this past Thursday, and it started out with Bhupinder Gujjar defeating Bully Ray by disqualification. A lot of shenanigans with Mickey James and Slamovich. Rhino defeats Callahan with Angels, Dina, and Khan of the Design. Jordan Grace, looking as jacked as she's ever looked in her entire life, defeated Alex Barasa. Kushida defeats Jonathan Gresham in a certified banger, which I suggest you all watch. And Impact Knockouts World Champion Mickey James defeats Griselle Shaw with Jay Vidal and Savannah Evans. Due to help from the virtuosa Deanna Purrazzo, which looks like she's being a babyface. And the Impact World title match saw Josh Alexander defeat Kenta. Matt, take me over the top.
Did you know it's possible to turn peanut butter into diamonds?
And what's the process there?
I didn't have enough fucking time to write it down.
Gotcha. Well, God, yeah, take it. You're mad at Tony, not me.
Just go in the refrigerator and grab your fucking.
I'm just trying to make some fucking Jif diamonds over here.
Yeah, well, quit putting it on your dick and letting your dog lick it off, and fucking Google how to turn it into a diamond. I don't know what to tell you.
Everybody deserves a treat. On ROH, Samoa Joe defeats Tony Deppen. Dalton Castle and the boys defeat C4 and Marcus Cross. La Faction Ingrobnoble defeats Spanish Announce Project. Trish Adora defeats Billy Starks. The Trustbusters defeat Jake Christ and Man Scout. Wheeler Yuta defeats Timothy Thatcher. Aussie Open defeat the Foundation. Eddie Kingston defeats Ben Deja. Ben Deja?
No, Ben Dejo.
Ben Dejo? I don't like that. And Athena defeats Willow Nightingale. Matt, over the top.
Did you know in Minnesota it is illegal for a person to cross state lines with a duck atop his head?
Well, they don't really enforce that.
Have you tried?
Hey, mind your own business.
Fair enough.
Wow. No, it's everybody's business. MLW Underground, which aired on March 7th, as we are joined by the good doctor, Dr. Donk. Matt Jacob Fatu defeats Leo Rush. The Billington Bulldogs, Mark Billington and Thomas Billington, defeat Bombay Fight Club, Mr. Thomas and Myron Reed. MLW World Heavyweight Title match, Alex Hammerstone versus Lance Aunai. No contest, boys. So, Matt, should I let you continue? Yeah, you know what? We're going to let you continue because he doesn't deserve it right now. Take us over the top.
Dr. Seuss invented the word nerd.
Heard.
Can you elaborate on that?
Word.
I'm going to fucking kill you. It's gonna happen. Yeah, I had fucking 5 minutes to get this already, and you want me to elaborate? How do you turn peanut butter into a diamond? How did the word nerd come about?
Hey, it's my get rich slow scheme. I'm making peanut butter diamonds.
You watched me panic to get information. Hello, Tony.
What's up, boys?
How are you?
Sorry, I figured we need an intro.
Oh, no, I did it. I sang.
Oh, I did it again.
Why are you?
All right, motherfuckers, let's go. Who's next?
It's over.
Over.
That's it? That was the last one?
That was the last one.
Yeah, I hit
Oh.
you with 6. You're going to have to
Fuck
go
off.
back and listen.
Oh, well.
I want the fans to let us know whose fun facts do you enjoy more.
Like there's any question.
I don't know. I didn't have any, I didn't have time to prepare proper, so I would like another go at it maybe sometime.
The average adult spends more time on the toilet than they do exercising.
You said you didn't have any of these
For
things.
prime example, look to the upper right of your screen.
This motherfucker. You're first of all, Hansel Kevin, when you did that, you pointed to nobody. There was
Yes.
Yeah, the other side. Look, do you see where you're pointing? Not at me. You gotta go the other way, dipshit.
In my screen, I'm pointing at you.
Yes, not on the feed though.
Oh,
Venus is the only planet that rotates clockwise. Bitches always got to be different.
Rip the tits off the bitch.
Why are you not saving these for
Because
next week?
I've got millions of them. What are you talking about?
Millions.
Millions.
It's gonna start
Millions.
Running late and might not have over the tops. 626. Now you have millions all of a sudden?
Dolphins give each other names. For instance, I met the other day.
All right, that's pretty good.
I like so I drink.
So wait, Tony, should we expect that next week, like they're all going to attempt to be jokes and not just just the facts?
I always have jokes, bro.
No, I know you did last week. The week before, they were just the facts.
No, I had jokes the week before too.
Okay, maybe you did.
I did. I didn't have time to prepare either. So if it makes you feel any better.
No, you're just gonna rattle off more over the top throughout the fucking show.
No, but you want me to? We could do that.
No, I don't.
Oh, I'd love to
your
hit
name?
fucking.
Here's your name. What's wrong?
I don't know. I was gonna come in as Magenta if we had a guest, but I guess we didn't.
He's 7:30, bro.
Oh,
I'm
no.
working Magenta and Spider-Face into the show, so
Wait. So who's Spider-Face?
yeah, you'll see.
Oh shit. Should I leave? Should I come back at 7:31?
Oh, you're fine.
Oh, let me do this.
What do you gotta do?
Spider face.
All right, so we got about 10 minutes before Angry Bob joins us.
Anger Bob. Don't anger Bob.
So I gotta ask you guys. I was on Twitter the other day, and I was tweeting the New Japan Cup, playing catch up, and I came across a clip from the NXT.
Oh boy,
With a very large African American character. Not really sure what his name or her name is. I don't know. It's 2023, so I don't want to upset anybody.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
But the move was this person had somebody in the corner, and they were on the second rope like they were going to rain fists down. But instead of fists, they used their titties to hit them. This is a WWE product on USA, NXT. Shawn Michaels running the show. What the fuck, guys?
Maybe he thought it was just one titty because he's cross-eyed.
What is this? What is this? Why is this happening?
I don't know, man.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. I've got no excuse. I've seen the person that you're talking about. A little flamboyant, a little light in the loafers, as Bobby Heenan used to say.
I guess. I don't know. And apparently he, she, it thing. Him, her, they, them. It,
He, she, it thing. That's a great name.
Apparently people were upset that this particular character is back on TV because apparently
I know who you're talking about now.
somewhere in the universe, this person was like very gaslighting or being homophobic and racial or something. I kind of look past all that other goofy shit. It's not goofy shit, but I just can't get over the fact that here's Shawn Michaels, arguably the greatest wrestler in the world, right? People will put up that argument. I think he's a fucking cock-sucking asshole, but that's just because I'm a Bret Hart guy.
Tell us what
He's
you really
running the
think.
show. He runs this great angle with Roxanne Perez where she collapses, a la Shawn Michaels, Owen Hart, Monday Night Raw.
Was it a great angle? Let's be honest.
Was the Shawn Michaels, Owen Hart thing a great angle?
Yes. This thing looks so phony, dude. She's like, Shawn Michaels fucking grabbed his head. He spun around. He threw it on the floor. Nobody knew what was happening. This one, bro, somebody was in that ring way too fucking quick.
Well, because that's what happened. If it's real life, people will rush to the ring quickly.
Yeah, but how do you know, bro? Like that guy died in Mexico. Nobody rushed the ring. That was real life.
Okay, dude, this is the WWE we're talking about. We're not talking about some fucking.
Are you asking me about somebody getting hit with titties and then you just go, it's the WWE?
Yeah, well, no, because this is Shawn Michaels. Like, he's running the show, right? So he's like, we're going to do this. But also, hey, you use your titties to hit somebody in the head?
You got them. Use them.
You know what? He
I like
makes a
it.
good point.
Yeah.
You got fists. Punch. You got boobies. Slap.
Well, that's the thing, though. They were using their hands to grab the titty and then using the titty as the weapon.
Yeah, why don't you just use your fucking hands?
Just use your hands, right?
Yeah. Like, why wrap yourself in barbed wire? Just use the barbed wire.
Right.
Is it-
What the fuck are we doing?
Is the
Barbed
gentleman-
wire the titty.
is it Quincy? It's Quincy Elliott, I believe.
Yes.
I guess I have not
Wait,
watched
is that supposed to be like Missy Elliott and Quincy Jones? Like, is that
No,
the thing?
I've seen Quincy Elliott before. I don't understand the character either. I never have, but I understand why. It makes perfect sense for the character is. So
Can you
he's
explain?
he's just a flamboyant super diva is what is I'm on NXT's website. The super diva is here, and he is here to stay. Oh, here to slay. So yeah, I guess they do identify as he does identify as a he, but he's the super diva. So
Yeah.
slapping
Using
them
those
titties.
titties.
Man boobs.
Wonderful.
I don't get it, man. You can't.
Moobs.
I saw it and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Moobs.
I'm with you though, Matt. I don't like it any more than you do.
Let me ask Matt this from the chat here. Brendan Haney, our stat guy, is it any worse than the stink face?
I saw that. Stinkface is better. Stinkface is way better, especially even as an offensive move. You're suffocating a motherfucker with your ass.
Suffocating with the boobies.
They're
You're
not
suffocating
suffocating.
with the No, it's a strike.
Oh, then you're getting struck. You're getting struck with the boobies.
Look, I think it would have been different, right? Rikishi just stuck his ass in your face. If he like stuck his ass in your face and then started slamming his butt cheeks together, I'd be like, what the fuck is going on here?
In your face.
There you go.
It's a fair point. It's a very fair point. Bronco Buster, I don't have a problem with the Bronco Buster.
Do you remember the time Mae Young did that and she had a fish down her pants?
Yep.
She did that to Eric Bischoff.
It's like the best way to describe the Attitude Era right there.
Who wants to see puppies? Remember when she fucking went topless?
yeah.
Holy-
I was there.
What'd you think?
Not bad. No, they were fake. They were like they were all doctored up.
Yeah, but when you're
Prosthetic
watching at
teeth.
home, like you don't notice that right away. You're like, oh God.
No, they were hideous, Tony.
All right, so that's where we started. It was confusing to see what I was watching. Because then under the same banner, right?
Uh-oh.
There's this beautiful, like last Monday night, that Sami Zayn, Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso thing
Perfect.
was awesome.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
Awesome. And for those who don't know, like Sammy's there with Jay, right?
No, Jimmy, and then Jay comes out, and Jay like makes his appearance, and then decides, he decides he chooses Sammy, but it's a swerve, bro. And then he goes to super kick him in the eye. He's like, and then it was perfect. You think I'm gonna choose you? You think I'm gonna choose you? This is family. And it was done so well. And I wish I got to finish SmackDown because I wanted to see how they follow. Like, I want to watch WWE like more than I ever have in my entire life, except
That's
for like
fantastic.
92. Yeah.
How did they end SmackDown?
Great call. Great question.
All right. I guess the Animal is joining us shortly. I got another thing I saw on the social medias.
Go for it.
They shared a clip of the Charlotte Flair Shotzi Blackheart match. It looks like Charlotte Flair is moving in slow motion.
Really?
Yep.
Is that what she typically does?
She has been regressing for a while. I've never been a giant Charlotte Flair guy, but she has certainly been regressing, and it was very, very evident in that match. It was bad, and it's like she hasn't been on fire since she came back at all. But that was fucking horrible.
So let me ask you this, handsome Kevin, since you said she hasn't been on fire since her return. Since like the new regime of the Triple H has like taken over creative, like the fact that like someone like you who's very knowledgeable about this sport would think that someone with the main event style of Charlotte Flair, whose main event at WrestleMania isn't hitting, and I would even say on the same boat, maybe the Bray Wyatt stuff hasn't been hitting since his comeback, or even the Karrion Kross stuff hasn't been hitting since his comeback. Why do you think that is? And is Triple H letting things slip through his own regime's cracks?
Boy, that's a really good question. I think part of it is too much at once. I think that you let Bray come back, really reestablish himself, and then reintroduce Karrion Kross. You know what I mean? And then reintroduce these, the other people that he brought back. But bringing as many people as he did back at the same time to inject them into like meaningful storylines all at the same time, I think that you're dividing the attention of your fan too much. And I think that's why none of it has really hit, because Bray's going to connect with some people. Like I love the Bray stuff. I think that Karrion's going to connect with some people. Charlotte will connect with some people, but not allowing the main focus to be on one of those returning stars and returning storylines. It just divides, so none of them essentially feel like they're all hitting.
Yeah, so I know we ran down the SmackDown lineup in Over the Top, but I'm just looking back at it now. And when your main event is, I mean, it's your women's champion, so that's okay. But, like, what is, like, Shotzi Blackheart, with all due respect to Shotzi Blackheart? Like, what? Why would I believe that she would have any right to be involved in a main event? Like, it's weird. Like, I'm looking back. All right, so the match, the card was the 5-way for the Intercontinental title. The Judgment Day against Legado del Fantasma, who I guess are trying to stand up for Mysterio in that sense. And the Viking Raiders, like pulled from the abyss. It's tough, man. This looks like me on paper with and your results. This, I'm sure it was good, but it looks like a tough watch to me.
Well, but I'll tell you what's not going to be a tough watch. This next interview that we have lined up.
There we go.
With the Animal, Bob Anger.
Hey, what's up? How you
Bob,
doing?
how are you?
This is going to be a real funny interview because I was screaming all weekend because I was at 2 events. So now I have sexy, like, Batman Lego voice.
Do people find Batman Legos voice sexy?
I think so.
I imagine. But, like, the wife is at work, so Mrs. Animal's off doing some stuff. So I have my kid, Mia, in the other room watching that movie Rumble. Have you guys seen that? It's like a animated wrestling movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, she loves that thing. She watches it all the time. So I'm in her room right now. And earlier we were playing like stuffed animals, and I was like Lego Batman, and I was just like totally dominating with that voice. It was amazing.
I like it. Well, the Animal Bob Anger joins us. You follow him on Twitter at Andy Bellinger, Instagram Andy_Bellinger. He's got a Kickstarter, kickstarter.com/projects/Animal Bob. Did I say Bob Anger? It looks like Bob Banger when it goes across the bottom.
Bo Banger. Bo Banger.
Banger. Oh, Bo Banger. I should rename myself Bo Banger.
Bo Banger ain't bad. And
Animal.
rip the tits off the bitch.
Animal Bo Banger. It's a bit of a tongue twister, but it's good. So in 2019, I started my own comic book publishing company. Now I've worked for every major comic book publisher in Europe or in North America, some in Europe, for the last 24, 25 years. So you name it: Marvel, DC, Image, Boom, Valiant, Heavy Metal Magazine, Dynamite, TKO. I've worked for them all. And around 2019, there was like a pencils down thing because of COVID. And I had been working in animation for a company up here called Behavior, doing Dead by Daylight. It's like a really hardcore serial killer game that's online. And I was doing animation, and I made so much money doing that gig that I really didn't have to do anything for the rest of the year, sort of thing. So I started kickstarting my wrestling opus that I've been working on for 4 or 5 years since I started wrestling, called Mother Trucker. And Mother Trucker is basically like Wonder Woman in space, right? And she's shipping stuff. She's a giant trucker, but the world is wrestling. So if you're the champion of Walmart and I want your shipping contract and your belt, because all the shipping contracts are the belts, I got to roll up on you in my truck, and our trucks transform like Transformers into rings, the back of it, and we scrap for your contracts in your truck. And that's what Mother Trucker is. She's going to be the greatest trucker in the galaxy. And it's funny, you were talking about Charlotte Flair, but she was like a bit of an influence when I started that book in 2019. I guess it was 20.
Who wins in a fight, Mother Trucker or Sylvester Stallone's character from Over the Top?
Well, he's an arm wrestler, not a trucker. Oh, no, he is a trucker.
He's a trucker.
Dominate him.
You sure about that? He's arm wrestling Scott Norton for a brand new truck.
That's right. Yeah, so that's kind of my comic. It's like space over the top with wrestling. So it is pretty fun. And I just launched, I guess we're almost finished. This is the last day for a friend of mine. His name's Al Gofa. He's this like really awesome comic artist in Montreal. And my company, Lethal Comics, we're producing his new book called Orc Gym. And when he pitched us, he came into the studio and he was like, hey, I have a book that I want to do. It's basically like Arnold Schwarzenegger's pumping iron, but they're all orcs and they get into crimes. So me and my buddy, who also publishes, Carl Kerschel, who has a Kickstarter now called Death Transit Tanager, we love the idea so much that we decided to put this kid out, and it's an awesome comic. He's doing really well. So he funded like last week, and we're going to be putting that out. And in a month, I'm going to be doing the third Mother Trucker. It's going to be really cool.
It sounds like you got a lot going on, Mr. Do I call you Mr. Animal, Mr. Bob,
Yeah.
Mr. Anger?
Mr. Animal's fine. Yeah. And we had 2 events. We had Speedball, Friday Night Speedball, which is it's sort of like a Twitch wrestling event that we created that shot right from my studio, and we do it on pads. And it's all the guys in the dojo, part of IWS dojo and IWS like wrestlers. And Speedball kind of started it. Now, you guys are familiar with Speedball from Impact?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So during COVID, for the 2 years that he was kind of stuck here waiting for he had a ban in the US for travel. He got a work ban at one point, so he could go back for 5 years. So he went and wrestled in Japan. And after the ban was up, he got his visas and everything through Impact, and he's been killing it in the United States ever since. But for the 2 years prior to that, every Wednesday for a few hours, this is the face that kept him warmed up. I got kicked a lot in the face.
It's funny. I have to, when I see him on Impact, I have to turn the resolution down on my TV because he has the whitest teeth I've ever seen in my entire life.
That's his mouth guard.
No, it's not. No, those are no way. Is it?
Guaranteed, I think. I'm pretty sure. He always wears a mouth guard when he wrestles, so I'm pretty sure it's his mouth guard. Yeah, and it's super white.
Yeah. Okay.
Super white.
Man, you know what? Then I'm back on the speed because it was so like obnoxious to me, and I was like, "Wow, how is his teeth so white?" But if it's his mouth guard, I'll back off.
I kind of feel like if he took that out, his teeth are still that white. Like I feel
you might be
that white. Yeah. And then Saturday night we had that gigantic, like our heavy I guess our Wrestlemania in March, and uneffing sanctioned for IWS, where IWS took on GCW. And oh man, that last match, the death match between Nick Gage and it was like Sexy Eddie, which is my tag partner. Sexy Eddie's my tag partner. Green Phantom and PCP Manny were against what's his name, Mance Warner, and Nick Gage. And I'm blanking on the girl's name all of a sudden. The Japanese girl from GCW. She's crazy. Rita
Book.
Oh, I'm totally blanking.
Don't worry, you're good.
It was Manny almost got I think he got his ear cut off.
Yeah, I saw that clip with his ear.
Yeah, it like so that's when they called the match. It was still supposed to keep going. I think I was in the back there, and it was supposed to keep going. But yeah, he called it because I think his ear in the back when he got hit with one. I think it's from Nick or Mance. It, like hit him in the back, and I think it like slashed all this open. And I think his ear was like hanging off.
Do you mess with the deathmatch wrestling?
No, it's not my bag. My Mrs. Animal said she'd leave me if I got into that. I do tables and chairs and ladders and all that stuff, but like I also have like a pretty heavy duty mask, like a lucha looking mask.
Like Magenta's mask over here?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Dang, I left my mask at the studio. Should have brought my mask. Oh no, my mask is downstairs. I'll have to go get it. But yeah, I have a mask, so like bleeding out of here is not going to happen, and you wouldn't know my beard. So
I see that you guys on the Twitch show, there was a Bean Boozled match. Now, as somebody who has participated in the Bean Boozle on the show,
yeah,
you explained to us what a Bean Boozled match is. I would assume the loser has to eat a handful of nasty beans.
Yeah, every time you got a pin, you had to eat the loser had to eat a bean. So
Did you
but they
consume
were-
any beans?
They were ladies, so they were really grossed out by eating those beans. Like if you listen real closely, they get really close to puking, but you can hear me in the back trying to like instigate. Like I was like kneeled down, being like, like to their face, trying to get them to yak. It was really fun.
Yeah, usually when I kneel down in front of women, they make me want to yap too. Some of them are very clean down there.
Magenta, the gem of the Shining Wizards.
Yeah.
Listen, I've had bean boozles that have tasted better than some women that I've been with. You got to understand.
Mr.
All right, this is that kind of show. We can get rude.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. We're
Eddie's tag partner. Come on now.
yeah, well, you were what? You were part of the Pet Project, and now you're Sexy Eddie. What are you guys? The sexy
Yeah.
beasts.
Yeah, the sexy beast.
Yeah, Sexy Eddie and the bow banger. I like it.
Yeah, gross. It's awesome. Yeah, we're kind of like the sexual bushwhackers.
Yeah, but don't eat no dirty box, dude. That's gross.
The sexual bushwhackers. That is hard. That is horrifying.
I'm a sexual bush licker.
That's exactly what Eddie would say.
Like,
Yeah.
like
Light tubes up against the dick all Saturday. It was amazing.
wait, who's up against the dick?
Sexy Eddie kept getting light tubes up against his dick, smashing
Oh.
his dick. was-
Sounds like a night with Rogue.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, hey, we're going out after this. There's an after party. Like, don't ruin things. Don't ruin things. But
This
it's
guy
always-
below me, he'll get circumcised, one of them fuckers. He don't care. He's a fucking maniac.
yeah. You know what? I wish it happened. Eddie's dick is so big. I kind of wish it just like cut off most of it so he'd be like the rest of us.
Wait, he's got a big hammer?
Oh yeah. Just look at a picture of Sexy Eddie.
Fuck yeah.
He basically goes out with a sock on.
Jesus. Is that all he wears, or he wears other like tights and shit?
No, that's it. He just goes out.
Fuck. Fucking
One time
Sexy Eddie.
One time, actually twice now, I've seen him do naked moonsaults. He'll take it all off and he'll be holding the junk and he'll do naked moonsaults.
Well, he has to hold it, otherwise he'd poke himself in the eye when he flips over.
His third leg, or he'd like javelin.
He'd break it.
Pole vault off that thing. That could be.
Oh, fucker rolls around like R2D2 dropping that thing.
What was that? You ever see that Cheech and Chong movie, The Corsican Brothers?
Fuck yeah.
Talking about sticking his dick in everything, or she thinks he's talking about a sword, but she thinks he's talking about his dick. He's like, I stick it in everything. I stuck it in a watermelon, stick it in everything. The time I stuck it in the dirt and broke the tip off. Yeah. Oh, I like this podcast. You guys are.
Oh yeah, we're out of control. Magenta's a maniac tonight.
All right.
What? He's talking about peckers. We're not going to talk about peckers?
Well, yeah.
Matt, why don't you ask him your question?
Yeah.
Well, Magenta, you're rushing this along. Magenta.
I don't care. I want to know the answer. Come on, bring it to him.
All right, Bob. When was the last time you shit your pants?
I was 22. So this is a funny story because it's funny that you bring it up because I've seen many wrestlers shit their pants. It's pretty common. I've seen it a bunch of times. I've never shit myself in the ring.
Okay.
But we had a place where I used to go to college called Fast Eddie's, and they used to have these little 3 burgers called the Sliders. And my best friend lived in the apartment building across the street, and it was pouring rain. And I remember I was over at his house, and the goddamn pirate didn't have any toilet paper. He didn't have any rags. He had nothing, and it hit me like a ton of bricks. And I remember this is why I don't live in apartment buildings anymore. You had to run down the hall, wait for the elevator, go down 10 floors, get out of the elevator, run across the street. And I'm running across the street and there's tons of traffic. And this motherfucker in a pickup truck hit one of those big mud puddles and just covered me. And I let go.
Sounds like you got shit on twice.
Yeah, I was drunk too. So yeah, it was like a double shitting.
I would have just shit in the elevator. Fuck those people.
I was 22. You know, it's funny you'd ask a Canadian that because we might have a story. But if you ask a Brit if they've shit their pants, or a like a Scottish or Irish dude if they've shit their pants, they have like 800 stories. Like every one of them, it's like a rite of passage to be hammered and shit their pants. I
believe it.
Comics who was like from the UK that didn't tell me a story where he shit his pants.
Look, I ask every single person we interview, man or woman. Guys always have a story. Ladies, not so much.
Well, they're not going to admit it or tell you.
Yeah, they're fucking liars. They shit themselves all the time. From taking it up the butt so much.
Easy, Magenta.
That's what happens, bro.
Take it easy. How would you know?
You lose control. You don't think I've ever had a shit dick before? Ba-dum-bum.
Magenta is on a whole. This is, I think, Bob. I think Magenta is intimidated by you because if you
No, I like Bob. This is fun, man. We're talking about Eddie's hammer.
Bob's social media. Bob has he's an ASGARDIAN space wrestler, and he also wears a mask. I think you were a little, you're a little defensive.
Well, some of these bitches better guard their asses when I'm around.
A little bit upset I don't have my mask right now. I feel like I should run and get it.
You should go get it, bro. We'll be mask buddies.
Give me five.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Ask and ye shall receive, motherfuckers. Kevin quit. That's it. Kevin's gone. Been on the show 5 minutes. I'm making people leave.
It's a pole match there with that Eddie, you think, maybe?
You guys want to talk about boner pills?
What's your go-to selection there, Magenta?
Oh, I don't know. I just get them and stick them in my ass. They never work.
Magenta, have you invested in a sex swing yet?
No, but when the girl shits on my dick, I feel like it should be bigger. You know what I mean?
The swing or your dick?
Column A, column B. I like swinging my dick if that's what you're getting at.
Oh my God, Magenta, you're a maniac tonight.
I'm not getting
Not a maniac. I'm Magenta.
When
Fuck
was the
maniac.
last time Magenta was on here for who? Billy Starks?
Yes.
What have you been up to, Magenta?
Oh, a little this, a little that.
God, I'm out.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
It's so cold. It was downstairs outside times. This thing is like an old baseball mitt. Like there's I think 4 different leather face, like the front shield.
Oh, I thought you meant it smelled like dirty cooter.
Yeah, it definitely smells like ass.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
But yeah, it's like an old.
You're making me laugh. Stop it.
But yeah, this thing's amazing. Like you can't get hurt in this. It's like a helmet.
I like the hair.
Rogue should put it on his dick.
Yeah,
Protect himself from the fucking glass moils.
Yeah.
Have you always wrestled with the mask?
Yeah, right from the beginning. Yeah. Speedball's the only one that wants me to get rid of the mask, and everyone else is like, "No, you're crazy."
I think it's a unique looking mask. I like it.
Yeah, it's
fucking rules, man.
Yeah, I love this mask. It's super cool. I also, when I come out of my entrance, I have like Road Warrior football shoulder pads, but they're covered in like long black fur like this. It's like huge, like black fur shoulder pads. It's super cool.
If you check out the Animals Twitter feed at Andy Bellinger, you can see the whole getup there. And you're going to be down here in the States this weekend.
Oh,
a wrestling seminar.
Conflict. I can't make it. Yeah, I was so pumped to come down there. I'm going to be coming down in I think in 2 months, actually 2 or 3 months. We just couldn't do it this time. They couldn't make it work, so we had to postpone the seminar and the match until 2 or 3 months from now. Same Fed. We're just doing it again just later on. This is their first show anyway.
All right. Do you often get to come to the States to wrestle?
No, not often. So here's the deal. It's like wrestlers here get like bans from the States, like from the border, like they're giving out like a pack of gum. Like you get a ban for 5 years, you get a ban for 10 years for wrestling, and you'll be going down there for a match. And it's like you're not getting paid a lot. So you get these like bans. And if I got banned for wrestling in the States, that would totally fuck up my comic career.
Yeah, I could see that.
fucked. Yeah.
So like, I know this happened with a wrestler, a buddy of mine from Australia that came in and like didn't get a work visa, and he got fucked for a while because they found out that he was wrestling and multiple nights, and that's what he was here for. So yeah, that's kind of shitty.
Yeah, I don't risk it too often. If it's like a combination thing where I'm going to like a Comic-Con and they have wrestling as part of the Comic-Con, like I'll do that for sure. But I mean, I'm open to more US dates. The thing is like what I think I can get is I think I can get the entertainment visa because of the comic thing, and I can use that for the wrestling. So I talked to my like entertainment lawyer, and she's like looking into that stuff now. So
Nice.
Now, I know you said you've worked for DC.
Yeah.
But which do you prefer, Marvel or DC?
DC.
Really?
I'm man.
Yeah. And DC I'm going to be straight up, just business-wise, they're better to work for. They pay better, they pay quicker, they're reliable, and DC isn't as much of a boys club. Like, I've been in this a long time, and it's hard to break into Marvel. They're kind of cliquey, and they don't like accept new people. Not very often. You got to really, you got to kiss a lot of ass to get into Marvel, and I'm really shitty at kissing ass. Like,
fair enough. Now, what about the comics? Do you prefer
Jensen loves it.
It's a weakness. DC, though, you can hang with people at DC. DC people are cool. Like, you can hang out with the editors. Some of my best friends are like DC editors and stuff. Like, you can hang with them. You can go to a bar with them. You can like go to restaurants. You can have a good time. But like, when I show up at like the Marvel party, it's like Darth Vader walked in. They're like,
do you show up with this getup on?
It's a jock. He's going to steal our lunch money. You know what, Marvel? Why don't you stop being a bunch of fucking pussies and hire the animal? Because I smoke all your talent anyway. How about that?
Yeah, you fucking pussies. Woo! Eat my fucking balls, you pussies.
I would just
Magenta.
sell some books.
Yeah.
What about
Thor: Love and Thunder sucked a meat missile, bro. Movie was ass.
Although, you know what? The first time I saw it, I loved it because my wife and I were on shrooms. We had this bag of old shrooms, and we were on one of our first like dates. Like, we'd never go on dates because when you got little kids, it's like you never get to hang out. It was like first time we hang out, and I was like, oh, I got this like super old bag of shrooms. And she's like, okay, we'll try it. I'm like, yeah, it's probably not going to work. Oh, it worked. It worked real hardcore, and those colors were nice. But the movie starts off like my shrooms kicked in immediately, and right off the bat, this kid's like daughter's dying of starvation. I was like, I can't handle this movie. I don't think this is like too much for me. Like, I'm gonna start crying. Like, my one night out with my wife away from my kid, and now I want to run back to my kid because like I'm gonna start crying over this shit. And then it just turned into like, I don't know, Barney. Like, it got real dumb, and like it's like Taka, who I dig on like the vampire shit. His vampire shit is hilarious. But at Thor: Love and Thunder, he was like, watch me just piss everyone off and make this for 2-year-olds. And you're like, all right, dude, whatever.
That's all right. Every time I have quality time with my wife, I have to cry. I actually call her the old bag of shrooms because you never know what you're going to get when you dive into it.
Now you get it. Now you get it. I was like, how am I going to make this night magic? Otherwise, she's going to be yelling at me.
Crying over fucking Thor. My God, what has happened to us?
I wasn't crying over Thor. Come on, that part, that's right at the beginning. And it ends really quick, and then it gets real dumb.
And whose fucking kid was that? What the fuck are we doing?
That was Thor's kid, wasn't it? Is an actual kid. That was.
I don't know. She was a bitch anyway. She fucking yelled at him, and then they fucking flew away. And I was like, who gives a flying fuck?
I just don't like when superheroes. I don't care if they're kids. Just show up in a hoodie. It's like in the last scene. Didn't she just show up in a hoodie? Like, I'm a little kid. I'm wearing Nikes and a hoodie. I'm like,
yeah. It's like, you ain't the fucking God of Thunder's daughter. Who the fuck are you?
Got a sick costume already.
Ridiculous. They killed off Natalie Portman. What the fuck?
Yeah,
her with her fucking big old sweater meat. They fucking just killed her. But in the meantime, we get that dummy from the Waitress show. She's still hanging around. The fuck are we doing, Marvel? That's why DC rules ass and you suck ass.
Yeah, it's pretty bad lately. Holy shit.
Yeah, fuck them.
Oh man, I fell asleep in Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, dude, 20 minutes. I was like, see ya.
It was horribly put together. Shit.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
I kind of just want to leave Bob and Magenta.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to let them like have a whole conversation and me just watch from the side.
We'll rip
They're
it up.
carrying us.
Yeah.
Kind of what you're doing now, dickhead.
Well, I tried to ask a question, but you kept interrupting me, Magenta.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, sir. Ask away.
I was asking from a fan's perspective if you preferred Marvel or DC.
And he answered the question.
No,
Yeah.
he answered which one he liked working at.
I'm actually giving it to you from like a professional standpoint. DC is more professional than Marvel. Well, I mean, both of them are barely a business. You know what I mean? Like both of them are barely a business. So, you know, they kind of like, you know, instead of dealing with things like business wise, they do a lot of like baby man stuff where it's like they can't deal with confrontation. You know, you'll ask a question that might be awkward and they'll just ignore you and ghost you. Most comic companies are like that. If they don't want to deal with a like a bad answer, they'll just ghost you. That's why I started my own company.
Look, there's nothing beats being your own boss. Do you
Oh, yeah.
find that being in the wrestling industry helps with the way you get creative with your comics?
Yeah, I also think that the wrestling for me is like my therapy. You know, like comics is so stressful. It can be like a real. I mean, I love drawing. Like I can't change what I am. I'm gonna draw comics until they stick me in the ground. That's my like I've done that since I was 5. But like when I met all the wrestlers in Montreal, like Montreal is insane for wrestling, right? Like there must be like 50 feds within 100 miles of me. Like it's as big as hockey here. It's humongous. In Toronto, near where I grew up, Toronto, there's like barely any wrestling. There is now over the last like 5-6 years. But when I lived in Toronto, there was like, you never heard about wrestling. Second I moved to Montreal and started hanging out with like the video game guys at Ubisoft, it was like, holy shit. There's like wrestling every day of the weekend. You can just go all weekend. So I go get all liquored up and yell at wrestlers. And then I started making friends with them, started doing t-shirts and, you know, posters and shit. And then they opened a school and I was one of the first ones at the school for IWS, which is the hardcore fed. I was just got addicted to performing, man. It was just the best. I remember one time there was a comedy fest downtown and Kevin Hart was going to be there that night. And we had our wrestling gear promotion stuff like before the Kevin Hart. And I remember coming out and it looked like 10,000 people just like freaking the fuck out with giant steam explosions and pyro. And that was that photo was on my Twitter. And I remember just thinking, holy shit, like who doesn't want to be a wrestler?
Yeah.
Is IWS your home base?
Yeah, that's my home fed. Those are my guys. I'm like bleed IWS. Those are my guys. PCP Manny and Shane Hawk and Speedball Mike Bailey. That's my and of course, if you know anything about IWS, it's where Kevin Steen was, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn when he was El Generico. My old trainer was Matt Lee. You know him as Daddy Magic on AEW with Cool Hand Ange, Jake. Those two guys, 3.0, they were like trainers at IWS. Some of my best matches were against Evil Uno and Stu Grayson. I fought Stu Grayson once and he was dressed up like a panda. Yeah, like a giant panda outfit. And I fought him. Yeah, but I think one of my best matches of all time at this heavy metal festival where I won the belt was against Evil Uno. Evil Uno is crazy talented.
Yeah.
Like that guy in Ottawa, where he's from, like C4, which is another fucking awesome fed. C4 rules. And at C4, when Uno gets in there, he has that crowd like in the palm of his hand. He can do whatever he wants there. Like he has them screaming. Like he just has this crazy talented knack for like scoring an audience. He's just brilliant.
And And it's funny that you mentioned that because Evil Uno has been on the show in the past, back in the day, and they're letting him now shine in AEW more than he has, other than like the comedic stuff, in a very long time. So that's really cool that you brought him up, because I think all of us have a lot of admiration and respect for Evil Uno, and we understand how talented he is.
Yeah, like I think my all-time two favorite matches are right before Speedball went to Impact and moved to the United States, never to return. He's yours now, I think. We had this crazy match. It was about 15, 20 minutes, and it was like balls out, no holding back. We were kicking each other as hard as we can, hit like forearms and hits as hard as we can. Dude almost broke my back with his flamingo driver. He was supposed to give me the ultimate weapon, and when he gave me the flamingo driver, we both heard my back just go. And I was like, "Oh, bro, I think I'm done."
So let me ask you this real quick before Magenta gets back into his brilliant investigative reporting. As a Canadian, is it impossible to not like hockey? Are you a hockey guy? Do you have a squad or no?
Oh man, like answering this question might be detrimental to my health.
So you're not a hockey guy.
Yeah, no, I'm not a hockey guy. Like all my family is like really tall, so we were all basketball freaks. So like I played basketball. My brothers all played basketball. My brother was going to go pro. He was in the U.S. before he got injured. I was super into basketball, and then I got out of it. I got out of basketball when I went into university for art, because I failed art in high school because I was like a bonehead. You know, I go to class on acid or go drunk. Just failed art, but I was like the best artist. So it was like in college, I kind of straightened out and took it serious for a few years until I finished college. And then I turned back into a bonehead. But I got out of basketball then. And then I was kind of out of stuff, just like so focused on being the best comic artist in the world for a long time. And then when I moved to Montreal, that wrestling thing started with IWS, and I haven't looked back. It's like there's nothing better than there is nothing fucking better in the world than clotheslining a guy into the dirt.
To the
There's
dirt?
nothing better than that. Nothing feels better giving a guy a huge clothesline.
What can we expect from the animal Bob Anger in 2023?
Well, me and Eddie are going for the IWS tag belts, and we want more shows. So if you're watching this and you're a promoter, book Sexy and Eddie and I for a match. Book the Beasts. We'll come down there and we'll get like really fuzzy and sexy, I guess. I don't know. Just go and act like fucking crazy assholes. And then so we're going for the gold at IWS. We want those belts from Casanova Productions, Shane Hawk and JT Producer and Busato. We want their belts real fucking bad. And then I have like 2 more Mother Truckers happening this year for comics that are going to be cool. I got a few other comic projects in the works, but yeah, I'm going to be launching Mother Trucker 3 in about a month in April, Kickstarter for it. And then that'll get done, and I'm going to do another one. And I got 18 of these Mother Truckers planned.
Of course you do, because she drives an 18-wheeler.
Yeah, you bet, man.
Fuck yeah.
The 18-wheeled squared circle.
Fuck yeah. Make Eddie come down, drop that hammer on some bitches. It'll be a good fucking time. Get these motherfuckers to the States pronto.
Yeah, get us down there. We're crazy. Eddie's
crazy. Come on, Rogue. Call some people.
Yeah. Eddie will take off his clothes, and I'll pick him up and chuck him on a bunch of people.
Fuck yeah. Imagine getting your fucking Eddie's balls in your face. It'd be fucking amazing.
Actually, I think technically if you get Eddie's balls in your face, you will have really good luck for money for the rest of the year.
All I want is a Roman war helmet from Eddie. That's all I fucking need. Give me some Arabian goggles to go along with it. I'll be a happy fucking magenta.
I haven't heard that one in a while.
Arabian goggles? That's a good one.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Oh, dear. Bob, this has been so much fun and a pleasure, and I hope we got the opportunity to introduce you to a lot of people who aren't familiar with you. At Andy Bellinger on Twitter, Instagram at Andy_Bellinger. The Mother Trucker Kickstarter series. I'm sure if you just throw in a Mother Trucker, it'll pop right up.
Yeah, you bet.
And you got to support Bob any way you can. And who doesn't like a good wrestling comic book?
Yeah. that's my jam. And yeah, get me and Eddie down there. We wanna come wrestle for you guys. We wanna fuck shit up. We love it.
We love it. Bob,
Fuck
you're
yeah,
great.
you rock, bro.
We'd love to have
You're
you
a
back on
fucking
anytime
man.
you want to shoot the shit.
Bro, this is the dirtiest podcast I've been on in a long time. Finally, one with some balls.
Oh boy, I don't know how to feel.
Yeah, we
about
like
that.
when the shit tumbles out of girls' buttholes too. It's fucking amazing.
It's easy for him to do this when he's got a mask on.
This is me, bro. You know me.
People kind of expect it from me, so it's kind of okay.
Fuck yeah.
Bob,
Look at my head. It looks like a fucking uncircumcised dickhead. Just yoink. Yoink.
But it's gold.
Yeah, come here, mother trucker. Make an honest woman out of that woman.
You know what? You're going in the comic. You're going.
Fuck yeah, dude. You fucking rule, bro.
Get out of here! That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Magenta.
I'm drawing.
Fuck yeah. Magenta and Eddie's hog. We're fucking going places, bro.
I am.
Bob, real quick, did you notice that like his name is Magenta, but he's wearing a gold mask? Did you notice
Why
that?
you fucking gotta ruin my gimmick, bro? Fucking Kevin's always acting like it's his first day here. You know me, bro. You know my name. You know my situation. I'm gonna be a comic book star. How you like them apples? Me and Eddie's junk. We're gonna be fucking playing all night long.
Stop, I'm
Fuck
trying.
yeah.
You
Making girls' assholes tumble since 1970.
You guys need to get Eddie on this show. I'm gonna tell
Fuck
it.
yeah, dude. I just want to talk to his pecker. I don't even need to talk to him.
It speaks.
I treat it like a big old telephone, like, hello?
It speaks. Yeah.
All right. Matt, help us out.
Bob, it's been an absolute pleasure. Anytime you want to come back on, something to promote, shoot the shit, you're more than welcome, man. This was a great time and a great introduction into the world of animal Bob Anger.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Yeah. I'm like a grown-up 13-year-old.
Fuck yeah.
We love it, and you're welcome back anytime, man.
Awesome. Thanks, boys. Right
Come
on.
on back, bro. We'll have you anytime.
Fuck yeah, right on. Go.
Shit, yeah.
Thanks, Bob. Have a great night.
Fucking Bob rules, bro. Fucking Bob rules. He's fucking laughing off screen. This is great. What, you never made shit tumble out of a girl's ass before? You guys make it sound like it's a new thing.
I've never been more proud of Magenta.
Yeah.
That's why they're incontinent all the time. They don't need to go fucking shit.
Who?
It just falls out. Women.
You're still
Or
talking
as we say,
about us?
bitches. I don't know.
You say bitches, Magenta.
All right, Magenta, you're fantastic. We love you.
I love you guys. You guys fucking rule. You want that piece of shit Tony to come back?
I mean, if it's not, I mean, I wouldn't call him a piece of shit, but I know you're gonna be a huge comic book star, and I bet you that mask gets a little itchy.
It's like when you got a cast, you can almost feel the scratching through it, you know?
You should go get a spoon. Go get a spoon and put it through the mask and just start scratching through the mask.
I'd like to take Eddie's pecker and fucking just scratch underneath that shit. Bro's got a hammer in case you haven't heard.
That's what they told me.
Fucking Arabian goggles. I haven't even fucking thought about that in like 20 years.
Can I, if Magenta, if you're running
Can
wild,
I put my balls on your eyes?
we're going to take a leak then.
Cock a leak? Wait, he's leaving? Where are you going, bro? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fucking bring him back. Let's watch Matt as he takes a piss. What's up, bro? Wait, is he really pissing? Bro, we might get banned from YouTube for this shit.
He doesn't shut the door.
Wait, can we make him bigger? Can we do this? Let me see. Wait, I can't. I'm trying to figure this out. How come I can't make him bigger?
Wait, get me out of here, man.
Dude, I'm trying. How does he do that? Dude, I can't see shit. This is bad.
Right.
There we go. There we go.
I got him.
Is that his head?
It's the only thing that the light is not covering.
Oh, what a dick. He's going to get the Patreon list. He fucking forgot to print it out. That's what he's
No,
doing.
there he is.
Oh, there you go.
Holy shit, you got a haircut?
Oh my god.
You saw me on Saturday, stupid.
Oh, that's right. Wait, I didn't see you Saturday.
Sorry, Magenta. That's Kevin. Both Kevin saw me this weekend.
Whew. How was your piss? You feel better?
Yeah, I feel relief now.
You look like it.
I wasn't gonna go pee in the middle of you and Bob Anger's.
He doesn't seem very angry. I don't know. I don't get the name.
I think you should go with Bo Bangers. Much better.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I liked how he did the avatar and put the mask on after the interview started.
I don't know, man. I'm crying.
Worth it.
So we
The greatest fucking podcast in the world. Tell your friends.
Tony. I mean, Magenta. Matt. Kevin.
Yo.
Top 5.
Top
Of
5
course
indeed.
I am, bro.
No. Magenta, you're in a league of your own. You're
Numero
like,
uno.
You're playing women's baseball. That's how good you are. Like, you know, give me something, Magenta. What's a freaking matter?
I honestly didn't know how to take that.
You're in a league of your own.
Up the ace.
Oh, I get it. Now I get it.
I did do this earlier by accident.
Yeah.
Like, I got my mojo back and I put up a rock.
Mojo back.
The people in the chat love Magenta. Matthew Birch. God, Magenta's just way too much tonight. Mike Peterson, Magenta should be on the show more.
Wow, that's a lot of action. 2 comments.
No, wait, hold on, wait for this one. Lisa, I would tune in during Pecker talk.
I mean, who wouldn't, Lisa? Look at you. You know, you're a pretty nice looking lady.
Oh, God. I'm literally leaking from my both eyes.
I literally can't say anything bad about Lisa. She's a nice girl.
I'm not saying anything bad about her.
No, me. I have to control myself. You know me.
Yeah, who did?
I don't know. I don't know you, Magenta. I don't know what's going to come out of your mouth next.
I'll tell you what comes out of their poop holes. It just tumbles out. It almost sounds like a xylophone. Excuse me.
Very hard. It's very hard not to laugh, Magenta.
I have to poo. Hold on. Oopsies, it's gone.
Oopsies, it's gone.
You can put it back in now.
That sounds like something you would sell like on an infomercial, like for like a product. It's called Oopsies, It's Gone. What would it be, Tony? If you were
Be
selling
Mike's
a product?
Pecker. Come on, bro.
Magenta, I mean, sorry. Breaking kayfabe all over the place over here. Wow. What a time to be alive, gentlemen.
Old bag of mushrooms.
All right. Let's take a minute here. Let's regroup and let's talk about the Shining Wizards Network, home to the best in the world of podcasting. The latest edition from these fantastic shows, the Brocast, episode 152, the TBK Drive Along. These gentlemen are watching. They're talking about The Last of Us. They're talking about TikTok, DC Studios, AEW, Deathmatch Wrestling, and more. It's all available on the Shining Wizards Network. 30 Screams or Less has 2 new episodes that have dropped in the last week. They talk about Deadstream, and they talk about Benny Loves You. In 30 minutes or less, they're going to talk about these horror films, and you are going to want to tune in to check that out. Our very own Kevin Rogues pumping out content. We got 2 brand new episodes in the last 2 weeks from Kevin. Him and Duke break down Clash of the Champions 33, which is towards the end of WCW. Now you're shaking your head. No good?
Halloween Havoc is the most recent year of Duke and Rogue.
You know what? Someone needs to update the fucking Shining Wizards Network.
Yeah, there's no Clash of the Champions in dying WCW.
Well, what the fuck? Oh, look at this. The long and arduous trek through the WCW's final Halloween Havoc. Okay. Well, you know what? Fucking whatever Magenta finds Tony, tell him he's got to fix it. Okay?
We'll do that.
This just continues to fucking fall apart. Mark Order, the fallout from Revolution, two-man show. Kate and Ant Money break down the pay-per-view, Rampage, Dynamite, and all things happening in AEW. The broadcast does a watch-along to AEW St. Patrick's Day Slam from 2021. The inconclusive breakdown. This week they're talking the SVB collapse, East Palestine, hashtag J6, Ukraine, and more. Plus top 10 music video babes. And the TOTS pod. Get off of my driveway. You're just going to have to listen to believe this shit. All right, the Can You Beat That Champion. Left for work. And well, you're not going to believe what he came home to. So definitely check out the TOTS pod. Also, if you're an action figure collector, it's a great podcast. But I think the story itself is even better. And maybe he puts himself over as being the Can You Beat That Champion? Our brothers to the north are doing radioactive metal. So if you like heavy metal and Canadian people, check that out. Turnbuckle Throwbacks apparently still have a show, so check that out. They're great too. Wrestling Night in Canada is another thing. That's the Shining Wizards Network, shiningwizardsnetwork.com. Check it out. Home to all these fantastic shows. Look, if the latest show isn't up here, I can't fucking plug you. It's not my problem. If you can't figure out when to put out a new fucking show, that's on you. Can you tell I'm agitated? I'm very agitated tonight. Let's talk about our fucking Patreons. Get this shit off the fucking screen. Where's this fucking stupid list? If you want to become a supporter of the Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast, go over to our Patreon, patreon.com/Wizards Podcast. For as little as $1 a month, $1, one whole dollar, you can support the Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast. $3 a month, you get all the bonus content that we do. We just recorded 4 bonus shows this weekend that are going to air all throughout March. And when you sign up to that $3 level, you get the whole back catalog of the bonus episodes. $5 a month for plug your social media, your website, whatever you want. $10 a month, you go into the monthly drawing where we pick a winner who gets to be a part of the show. Check it out. We're going to shout out those that support us right now over at our Patreon. Kathy Homer, the queen of the Shining Wizards. Manny Crasso, the king of the Shining Wizards. Danny Rusinello, at not Danny Russ on the Twitter machine. Anthony Rusinello from the Mark Order Podcast. Sean Toe, Sean Calejo, Kate, the great Hensler, at Miss Kate Fabe. She's doing 1,000 podcasts a week. And if you're listening to wrestling podcasts and you don't hear her, you're not listening to the right podcast. Matt Garifo, at Whodat Matt 81. Baseball season's upon us. Tell him the Marlins suck. Tweeted him. The Marlins suck, Matt. Christine Friesendorf. She's at one half of the Sign Girls. Thomas Cops, the Mott Spock, at High Five Tom. He's doing the Marking Out, ROH Revelry Podcast. Soon to be the latest show on the Shining Wizards Network. Kieran, my mate, we be talking NJPW. Bon Beasley, Eric Freeds, S.J. McDonald, Matthew Hammond, Matthew Birch, Braden Bergen, Brendan Haney, Ryan Schlong at the Mark Order Podcast, Mark Order Pod on Twitter, Asian Joe, Mike Peterson at LOL, Mike Peterson, David Henry Bauer III, Roll, Kevin Rogue at Year of Pod, at JJ Rogue Means, at TOTS Pod, and last but certainly not least, at W Mercier Jr. on the Twitter machine, the one, the only, William Mercier Jr.
Lives are going to be in William Mercier's hands. You know what I mean?
Kevin, I know what you mean, buddy.
Can I interrupt real quick?
It's got
What happened to your microphone? Your microphone's dead, dude.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody can hear you, bro.
Yeah,
Relax.
he popped it.
You fucking broke every. Yeah, you broke it. Nope.
Oh, you
Nope.
broke it.
No
Nope.
ears.
Can't hear you.
No ears.
Sorry, bro.
Uh-oh. Can you hear me?
No.
No. There's a difference between if you can hear me or whether you're listening. There's two different things.
What were you gonna say, Tony?
There he is.
I was listening to the latest episode of the Tots Pod today. Your boy Handsome Kevin throwing some shade, all proud of his boy Al Day for winning the Can You Beat That championship.
Now, there was no shade thrown, Tony.
You were like, it's nice to have the championship back home. Even though
I
it's
didn't
not
say
yours.
back home. I said
you-
it's good to have a champion back in the fold.
All right, well, fair enough, but
Yeah, which it is.
I know what you really meant.
And he's very proud to be champion, as he should be.
He is. I just wish these fucking idiots wouldn't have tore up his driveway so much. If you want to know what I'm talking about, listen to this week's Tots Pod.
Great story.
Yeah. Get off his fucking driveway.
Get off his lawn.
Well, you got to listen to the episode to understand the reference.
I know. If you listen to me plug the network. Actually, you know what? Don't listen to me plug the network.
Well, wait. Eric Fried's got a good question. If Tony's a POS, does he come out of girls' bums? No, I come in girls' bums. There's a difference.
Oh,
There is a pretty big difference.
You
it's a
know,
huge difference.
it must be a
Now,
Canadian
not for
thing, you know?
Tony. It's a little different. But
Well, fair enough.
difference of the. And who's Mike? I thought it was Eddie's hammer. That
Yeah.
Oh, it's Eddie's hammer. Never mind. I don't know who the fuck Mike is.
You should have just let. You
You
should
should,
have.
yeah, leave it. Tony, leave it.
Thank you for that. Well,
No.
no, wait, because now I'm going to put this, and people are going to start to wonder.
Yeah, exactly.
About,
Go back.
Can't you just put Hammerman?
Hammerman?
Yes, Hammerman. I can put.
Is Hammerman DC or Marvel?
It's one word.
I would say DC. Hammerman.
Joe Hammerman.
Gonna change the name again.
Hello,
Joe Hammerman.
Joseph P. Hammerman.
Gonna change the name again. Joseph P. Hammerman.
Maybe
There we
even
go.
Patrick P. Hammerman.
All right, knock it off.
P. Hammerman.
Well, Magenta was such a gem that now I'm going to aggravate Tony.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Tony, how do you feel about AEW leveling up the All Atlantic Championship?
Gives a shit. Really? International? This fucking guy just wants to be WCW. That's all it is.
But all he does is trash WCW.
Yeah, but he does everything that WCW has done. Everything. We need international. What does international mean to you, Kevin Rogue?
International.
So he wants to make, and this is his game plan, he's trying to make fucking pockets be the most important thing in AEW. Saddling him with the fucking international belt. More important than anything else because it's international. Woo!
Fucking horrible is what it is.
No hair, don't care. How do you like them apples?
Right with you, Tony. It's fucking miserable. You got a belt for what, 8 months, and you change its name just like that? 8 months. No, now it's this. Now it's this, and you're gonna say we leveled. Fuck you.
Well, can't we all agree that calling
Nope.
the All Atlantic Championship in the first place was silly?
Yep. So is the TBS and TNT titles. That's what they are, though. It's just fucking absurd.
Yeah, but TBS and TNT I can understand.
Obligations
modeled-
to the network.
No, but they're modeled after like what the old television title was. Another WCW reference, by the way. But this All Atlantic just meant nothing. It was just a reason to give Orange Cassidy a belt. That's all
Yeah,
it was.
but Tony, going back to your point about the TNT or the point about the TNT and TBS championship is that the TNT championship was like the secondary main belt, and then TNT doesn't even air the main show anymore. So it's like so funny to see a TNT championship defended on TBS, while the TBS championship, which is a secondary main women's championship, is defended like on TNT. It's so weird.
I get what you mean, but I mean, at least they're on both of those networks. I could at least give them that. It's not like they got like dumped on like Fox or UPN or some shit. Is UPN even a fucking network?
CW.
CW.
Oh, no, UPN is still a thing. WWOR is.
But is it UPN or is it like, I don't know.
No, it's
Whatever,
something else.
you know,
It's
something
CW's
else.
channel 11, but WWOR channel 9 still does exist. It might be like a WLNY 55 type gimmick, or that could be channel 10.
What does leveling up?
Thank you, Matt.
I don't know.
It's
It's bullshit.
I'm not mad at that. I feel like that's a way. If you're trying to make something if you're trying to make the quote unquote, Jerry Jarrett make chicken shit out of chicken or chicken salad out of chicken shit, you do it by overhyping what is essentially a meaningless announcement. So like we're leveling up this championship. Now it's like even though it was already defended all over the world in the first place and not just on the Atlantic seaboard, where now it's international. Now we're doing, I understand that. I'm not begrudging them for that. It's just now in hindsight, like, was the championship even relevant or worthy of being created in the first place? Because when Pac had it, he would defend it overseas. I don't know if Orange Cassidy has yet, so I don't know. So
I don't think he has.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Also, I have to talk about it because you were reading when we did Over the Top. Rampage sounds like a fucking atrocious show. I can't believe this is the shit they want you to watch.
And we're getting more programming, bro. We're gonna get to learn about Adam Cole, baby, and his family life.
I mean, I really don't have a problem with that.
But how much programming can you fucking put out there?
Well, clearly AEW is not deciding to put out extra programming. Warner Brothers is saying you're doing well, so let's stretch this for everything it's worth.
If they can get half the number of Dynamite for that extra show, that still will put them in the top tier of the nightly numbers for their network. So, like, if they can get like 400,000 people to watch that show, or even 200,000 people to watch that show, it's still going to benefit TNT.
There's just nothing, like, it's hard enough that you have this death spot on Friday night at 10 o'clock, right?
Yeah, that's a tough too.
Right, and it's not going to get any easier with all the basketball coming up. Like, they just announced today that the Double or Nothing Go Home Rampage is going to be on Saturday night at 10 o'clock or whenever the conference final game ends.
So you're gonna try to pull like a Saturday night's main event for that show? Like, who's gonna tune in for
Not
that,
if you're
though?
putting on fucking Sammy Guevara and Action Andretti. Are you fucking kidding me?
So Action Andretti isn't this big star that everybody made him out to be because he beat Jericho, huh? Have we gotten any kind of backstory on him? Have they done anything to build him up since that win?
He's been involved in the Ricky Stark stuff with Jericho and Guevara.
No, but I mean, did they give us a backstory on him? Like, did they at least develop him, or is he just kind of just like
like
plopped in
a
there?
Jim Ross sit down interview type thing?
Or just like a vignette, just something like where this kid came from and like what he's doing?
They had to have done
See, that's
something.
the thing. AEW just drops people in and expects everybody and their grandmother to know who they are. At least WWE would give you a little bit of a background and build up on certain people, you know?
Well, I think that's like the charm of what Action Andretti was at first, but it was that he was the 1, 2, 3 kid. He was the guy that you didn't know, and that was the story. The story was no one knows who he is. He's gonna pick up a huge win, but then they have since, I'm not gonna say dropped the ball, but there's nothing. There's
They've
nothing
done
to do
nothing
with there's nothing to do with an Action Andretti.
They've nothing. They built. He's just another guy on AEW. That's unfortunate because if you give somebody the win like that, even if it wasn't the greatest way they did it, you've got him. He's got momentum. Do something with him. Nah, he's just gonna help out Ricky Starks.
I mean, Tony. As much as I do enjoy AEW, like that's like the story with dude. They have a roster of like 900 wrestlers.
No, you're speaking the truth, bro.
And when you hear, like, when I watch like YouTube videos, like Matt, like Ethan Page has like a toy hunt video where they go out and hunt toys and buy stuff. He says it himself. He's like, AEW's got 1,000 wrestlers on their podcast. I mean, on their show. So it's just like, what can you do? It's like the flavor of the week sort of show.
There's such a like Dynamite is. I find Dynamite to be highly entertaining every week.
Right.
I'm never like, I need to watch Rampage. Nothing about, like, I saw the results from Rampage and I was like, look, I love the Acclaimed. I love Anthony Bowens.
Yeah.
Like, they got under 2 minutes in a tag match. Like, and they beeped out something Max said in his rap. Like, why? Like, Takeshita Preston Vance, I'm sure was fine, but is that really drawing people over there? And nobody gives a fuck about Rio and Nyla Rose. I'm sorry.
Rio.
Yeah, like if I'm in the mood to watch like a decent wrestling match, and I see that Sammy Guevara is wrestling Action Andretti, and I'm like, all right, I could go for some high spots right now. I could go for some action, some like fast paced wrestling. I probably would turn it on and watch it, but I'm not going out of my way to watch Rampage. and it's literally Matt. It's like it's thunder, is what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
2 questions for you guys. One, Jeff Jarrett. Do you think he's winning this belt off of Orange Cassidy? God, I hope so.
No, he ain't going worldwide. He works for A-Dub.
But as much
He
as
ain't
I was
international.
as much as I was against Jeff Jarrett being in the ring, kind of okay with the run that he's been on. At least there's somebody there with some ring generalship that he could maybe, kind of get this going with the younger generation, because some of these guys still need some work, Other question. What do you think of Willie Hobbs and the fucking TNT title? Or did we talk about this already?
We didn't talk about this already. It's,
What do you think of Willie Hobbs and this fucking ref stoppage and fucking QT Marshall and yeah.
I don't know. When I watched the pay-per-view with Ant Money, he was like, "This is just to put the title on Will Hobbs because they're pushing him." I don't know if I missed the QT Marshall thing or.
I thought he got involved.
No, I know he got involved, but apparently there's like a backstory that they were kind of referencing as it was happening.
They were trying to recruit him into the Nightmare or whatever, the factory or whatever it was called. They were trying to get him in there while he was like a babyface, I think, or while he just turned heel. They wanted him, and then they had a short little back and forth, I think. And someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure there is backstory there. But it's so far forgotten for most people.
Hey, Rogue, I got a comparison for you, Rogue. Action Andretti, Wardlow. They fucking gave up on this dude.
The thing that to me, and like the more shit like this happens, like the renaming the belt, and then Hobbs gets the title so quickly, all that kind of shit, it really makes me believe it is just a fucking guy playing with his action figures.
WCW, bro.
Oh, now Wardlow gets the title. Oh, no. Now Hobbs wins the title. Yay!
See, this is what pissed me off about the NWA a few weeks ago. I was really upset with them. They put the fucking the women's tag belts on the fucking Slaughter Sisters or whatever the hell their names were. And then Pretty Empowered 2.0 gets them, and then fucking all of a sudden, Misa Kate and fucking One-Legged Maddie, all of a sudden they get him. It's like, what the fuck are we doing?
It's horrible. It's bad. It's hard to, as a fan of AEW who's been a fan, like it's hard to every week go back and watch and not become like a little bit more disappointed. Like almost on a weekly basis. Like that's not to say every week I'm going fuck, but there is certainly like more weeks than not where I get done watching the show. I'm like, God damn it, guys! Like, please do something better. Anything, just do something better.
Let me ask Matt something because Matt says he's been enjoying. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, look, because Eric Frieds has an answer for us. Thank you, Eric. Basically, Hobbs hired the factory to take out Ricky. They didn't do it, so Hobbs said QT owed him, and the Hobbs title win was QT paying off the favor he owed.
There it is.
Matt, are you happy with that?
Am I happy with that?
Yeah, like, does that story make sense to you? Is that like a thing you want to do for a TNT champion 3 days in?
It makes sense. I don't know if it's something I would do because now you have to. Now it's like how involved is QT?
Wait, Willie Hobbs had to hire the factory to take out Ricky fucking Starks? Am I reading that right?
You are reading
it. Was like so he didn't get his hands dirty type of deal.
What is he in the fucking mob now? Is he a fucking boss of the factory?
Yeah, but
like,
if someone else can do it, like I don't.
It's Willie fucking Hobbs. His brother got shot in front of him. He should be murdering people on a weekly basis.
I don't want to do notes anymore, so Brendan Haney does them now.
I mean, so it's hard to argue that the story makes sense, but it's just that, like, does anyone remember the story to begin with?
Right, and is like now is like QT going to be like following Willie Hobbs around?
I guess so, probably.
Oh, God, how stupid that's gonna look.
What do you mean?
Ugh. Willie Hobbs a big motherfucker, and QT Marshall's pretty big himself. He's gonna be carrying Willie's bags. Like, what are we doing?
I think Don Callis is taller than Kenny Omega.
You want to get into Don Callis and Kenny Omega? 69 me, Don?
What were you
I'm glad they have 6-man belts that they could play with. Let them do their own thing. They're kind of in the Cody zone, and you know what? As long as they're playing with the Black people or the House of Black, that oh shit! I almost said it.
Whoa! What?
I couldn't think of their name. Oh shit! Are we getting a Roman Reigns appearance? Or are you hiding? Oh, Matt's frozen.
So, what were you gonna? What were you gonna ask me, Joseph?
Oh, so that's it. Getting back to my point. What do you think? Like, we all look back at the Attitude Era now, and we're all like, this is kind of like not watchable. Do you think AEW is going to be that boat 5-10 years from now?
No, because I think that's
it's a very tough question. I know.
No, I just think that's what the wrestling fan wants now, right? You see the fucking wind is back. I'm gonna murder something.
Yeah.
It's gone now.
Nope. It's
Nope.
you then.
Only when we're not talking.
Take off the fucking thing.
Technology.
But this era of wrestling fan, they want the high spots, right? People were going crazy about Vikingo, right? He's one of the greatest wrestlers in the world. Why? Because you saw a couple YouTube clips, and MJF went off on this like 6 months ago. Like, you've probably never seen a Vikingo match, but you see him do these crazy flips in these 40-second Twitter clips. Like, you think he's great, but you've probably never watched a Vikingo match in your life. So as long as people are still doing the high spots, like, I think in 5-10 years, there'll be people who are really still really into AEW.
I'm with you. I mean, listen, if Impact / TNA could last as long as they've lasted, I don't see why AEW can't last unless the numbers just fall like under like 500,000 or something like that, and then the network just says, hey, we're done again. But I don't see AEW going anywhere unless the money is just not there.
I don't know if he asked if it was going anywhere. He just thought, when we look back at,
would we enjoy watching it?
Right.
Yeah, I would. AEW gave us a lot of freaking cool stuff, man.
I enjoyed the football field thing that they did during the pandemic. You didn't?
What? No, they got. Look, there's a lot. It's easy to talk.
No,
about.
Rogue was laughing. I was asking Rogue because Rogue had a little chuckle and a giggle.
Nah, not really. Wasn't for me.
You know what though? Like, I also enjoyed AJ Styles and Undertaker in the last coffin match or whatever the hell they called it, the last ride match.
Yeah.
See, for the time, for the situation, I thought it was kind of cool, man.
Yeah.
I even like the fucking smoke guys at the fucking Vikings at the bowling alley and shit.
It reminds you of like old Mr. Perfect vignettes and shit.
No, it just reminded me of like being at the bowling alley with sweaty fat men,
Gotcha.
on league night.
Yeah, league nights.
Shit, I haven't bowled in so long. God damn.
Are you prepared for the triple threat 3?
Oh, I can't wait. Bring it on. Why am I echoing now? What's going on?
I don't fucking know. I'm just done. I'm so fucking done right now with all this, with this fucking wind.
It's not Magenta's fault, is it?
No, Magenta fucking saved the day.
Magenta fucking rules. You know what it cost me to get him here? A fucking sub from Jersey Mike's.
Nice.
Yeah, that's all he wanted. That's all he wanted.
Where is it coming from? Why is there fucking noise?
I wish I knew. Are we going down the aisle?
I don't fucking know. You want to go down the aisle? Let's go down.
We don't have to go down the aisle. I mean, we could talk about whatever you want to talk
pack
about.
full of fucking notes here.
Hey, Vicky Guerrero's leaving.
Brett Lauderdale's being a fucking piece of shit, and he's trying to sue AEW because he wants to fucking fight forever trademark. You fucking dork.
They both filed for the trademark though, pretty close to each other, didn't they? I think AEW beat him to the punch though. It's dumb. It's stupid.
GCW does a lot of shady shit where they kind of cut out other people too with stuff, and it's not a good look for them.
Wait, you mean the GCW that we were picking pay-per-views for last year?
Dude, we picked one pay-per-view.
Yeah, one too many in my book.
Terrible idea.
It really was.
See, Brian Cage is going to be a free agent.
Oh, good for him. I hope WWE doesn't sign him.
He's going there. He's going to be in NXT. He's going to feud with Braun Breaker.
Oh, fuck me sideways, bro.
Over their muscle.
Fuck me till the shit tumbles out.
fucking shit tumbler outer.
Shit tumbler outer.
They're gonna declare new Ring of Honor Tag Team champions with a ladder match at the Supercard of Honor.
Why?
Why? Because Jay Briscoe's dead.
Well, why do we need it to be a ladder match?
They're gonna call it.
Chatter on the ladder.
The Reach for the Sky ladder match.
Oh, fucking wonderful!
You don't like that?
No. Did Tony Khan get robbed as a kid and they told him reach for the sky? He's got to work that in somehow.
Tony, come on now.
What?
They're paying homage to the Briscoes.
So?
That's why it's called Reach for the Sky.
Just fucking make a title match. Why does that have to be so goddamn complicated? Let Mark Briscoe raise the hands of the guys that win.
You're making it complicated.
No, you're making it complicated. Is Mark Briscoe in the match? Or let me guess, this is like fucking teams in this thing, right?
Well, right now, Tony, we only know.
Oh boy, wait, look, can I guess?
Sure.
Eli Isom and Cheeseburger.
No, there's only one team announced so far.
Wait, and how many teams will there be when it's set? 2 or 4?
Doesn't say.
Jesus, fuck. So who's announced? Is it at least Taven and Bennett?
No.
Who the fuck is? Is it Pizza Uno and Grayson?
No. It's an AEW tag team.
Of course it is. Oh, it's the FTR guys, isn't it?
It's not the FTR guys.
Who's it? Fucking Hobbs and Stark? Is it the
No,
Young
they're
Bucks?
No, it's Tony Nese and Josh Woods probably.
Is it Jungle Jack Perry and fucking Hook?
No.
Is it Jungle Hook?
No, it's not Jungle Hook.
All right, we have to guess.
Come on, you're missing like a very glaring tag team.
Oh, the Young Bucks.
No.
Uh,
They're in the same breath as the Young Bucks. Think of like tag teams.
Top Flight.
No.
Who's in the same breath as the Young
They've
Bucks?
been with the AEW since the beginning.
Private Party.
Only
The Hardy
FTR.
Boys.
Only FTR is in the same breath as the Young Bucks.
You guys are
That's
missing one huge tag team, former tag team champions.
Tell me SCU's in this thing.
It's not SCU because they're not a tag team anymore.
Yeah, 'cause they're-
The Acclaimed?
Nope.
Proud and Powerful.
No. You've mentioned every single tag team except for this one.
We always do this,
And you're gonna kick
We
yourself.
never get the actual right answer.
Is it the fucking Death Triangle?
Oh, the Lucha fuckers.
The Lucha Brothers. You don't think
Yeah,
the Lucha Brothers?
Zero and fucking whatever.
Kevin, you don't think the Lucha Brothers are in the same breath as the Young Bucks?
No, they are. I just didn't think of them.
Yeah, they're the first team announced for the Reach for the Sky ladder.
Wait, they were AEW tag champs?
Yes.
Who'd they beat?
The Young Bucks
No, did they?
in the cage.
What?
Yeah. It was a big match.
Was it?
Then they lost them in Newark to Jungle Jack and Luchasaurus when Phoenix's arm went blue.
Oh, because fucking Luchasaurus was just throwing people all willy-nilly. It was his fault, wasn't it?
Was it his fault?
Yeah, it was his fault. Fucking Dino douche.
Are you excited for the King and Queen of Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, it's a fucking great place to put a crown on a woman's head in the middle of fucking Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Good fucking job, WWE. Way to stick it to those fucking guys. It is National Women's Month, isn't it? Or International Women's Month?
Who can keep track of all this shit?
I don't fucking know. What's April?
Is it North Atlantic Women's Month?
It's April. April flowers. April showers bring May flowers.
Oh, great. So everybody's got a shower for April. Tell your boy fucking Bobart over there to put his mask on in the shower to clean it up.
There's
Fucking smells like another peppermint. Probably looks like a dirty vagine too.
So you guys were curious as to why the 5-way dance ended, and I guess it ended in like.
Oh, wait, am I? I gotta check. Nope, didn't give less of a shit. As you were.
I give up. Is there anything you guys want to talk about?
Yeah, talk about the 5-way.
No, Matt,
Keep
Matt,
going
let's
about
go
it.
down the aisle, baby. Let's just do it.
No, let's go down the 5-way aisle. Who's in this 5-way?
Someone else can go down the aisle. I give up. I'm done. I'm a beat man. The fucking wind. The fucking he didn't have his fucking mask on. And he had to get his fucking. I am just done.
Magenta saved the show, bro.
Yes, he did. I'm so defeated. I am a defeated man right now.
You have both of your feet yet?
No, I had to do fucking the fucking over the top at the last minute. I'm done. I'm beat. You guys.
Oh come on!
Whoever wants to do over the top, please, by all means. Help
Over the
yourself.
top.
Whatever.
You did that.
I'm fucking down the aisle. Done.
Something else than over the top. Bum, bum.
What you got in the big thermos tonight, buddy? Ice cold water?
Always, buddy.
Fuck yeah, dude. You know what? You deserve it. Matt deserves that big swig of cold water.
It's delightful.
You don't get the credit you deserve, bro. I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put it out there right now. Greatest Can You Beat That champion ever. Runs the ship every week. Hey, you know what? We got some problems. This motherfucker don't care. He powers on.
Thanks, Hammerman.
Joseph P. Hammerman.
So who's doing what? I'm done. I got nothing.
Somebody threw this question out there on Facebook somewhere, and they said if Vince McMahon, in this day and age, was in charge of one of the like smaller promotions, like say MLW or Impact, do you think he would have had the wherewithal to form that company into like this major promotion like WWE or AEW? Vince McMahon running a smaller promotion.
100%.
Are you? Is he looking to take that smaller promotion to the heights of what the WWE, what he eventually did with the WWE?
Yes.
All right. So does he have the bankroll that he has, or is he starting from scratch when he bought it from Vince Sr. or Vince, his father?
Say he's not a billionaire, but he can make some moves.
Well, he also wasn't a billionaire when he brought the company from his father.
That's why I'm asking. So like, is it Vince McMahon today, or is it Vince McMahon like say he's buying Impact from, Jeff Jarrett or Dixie Carter, like he was buying it from his father, and WWE already existed without him.
No, say just for sake of argument, Vince McMahon's in charge of MLW. He's got $1 million because that's what he borrowed from his old man to buy the company to leverage for Wrestlemania and all that jazz. So you're Vince McMahon, you run MLW, you got $1 million. How do you turn that into a juggernaut?
Okay. Does WWE exist still?
Oh yeah, everything else exists.
The landscape hasn't changed.
Landscape has not changed.
Then no.
$1 million.
I don't think he can do it.
HK?
Because all right, so AEW did it because they had a freaking billionaire owner, like a multi-time over billionaire owner, do it. Nothing else has risen to that level because there's just no money there to make it that way. And I think Vince McMahon with $1 million would not be able to make a company as successful as a current day WWE or a current day AEW.
HK?
Run that by me one more time. I was trying to fuck around with different mic settings.
You're Vince McMahon. You're in charge of MLW. It doesn't even have to be MLW. Whatever company you want. But let's take MLW. $1 million. Can he turn it into a juggernaut?
Today?
Yes.
No. I think that he's pretty far out of touch. In my opinion, I just don't see how we could build it up to being, a WWE, AEW, anything like that. I think he could probably run regionally fine, but I don't think to build it up.
Matt?
What?
What do you think?
I told you I was done. I think he's Vince McMahon. Of course he's going to.
See, that's what I was kind of getting at. You take that $1 million, you get yourself a couple of known talents, you find yourself an actual TV show, like actual real TV talent.
Okay, that's it. That's the deal breaker then.
Why is that?
No, if he gets a TV show, if he gets national TV, then yeah. If he gets what AEW got, then that's different. That's a whole different ballgame. I don't know if he'd be able to coming in as Vince McMahon in 2023 when WWE still already exists without him. Like, I don't think he'd be able to do it.
What if he gets a small syndicated market and he says, "Hey, here's my wrestling show." Then? You got to start from somewhere. I'm not saying bam out the gate he's a juggernaut.
Well, AEW started on TNT.
Yeah, but dude, number one, wrestling was on TNT and somebody wanted to bring it back. Number two, Tony Khan's a fucking billionaire and he's got practically unlimited funds.
Right, that's the point. But we're talking about Vince McMahon with $1 million. So Vince McMahon wouldn't be able to start off the gate with TNT.
No, you're not listening to what I'm saying. He gets a small syndicated channel somewhere, starts building up a show, building up an audience, parlaying that money into investing, and builds it from there.
All right, yeah, I guess that's plausible. I guess.
And you take somebody like an Alexander Hammerstone, and you fucking strap the rocket to him like you did with Hogan in the 80s. Somebody who's a big star. Jacob Fatu is a fucking perfect heel for a promotion like that.
Yeah, okay. So if you say everything that you said and it works out, and they build up an audience and people gravitate towards Hammerstone and Fatu, and the Billington Bulldogs and D.H. Smith and
let's not go that far.
Club. I'm just saying the roster. If that's the case, and of course, if the stars align and everything goes right, then yeah, of course, they could be another AEW.
I just think that McMahon would know how to be smart enough with that $1 million upstart to be able to turn it into something.
It's also but this is a different time now too.
I understand that.
Right, like everybody has a fucking streaming service. Everybody is on like Tubi or I don't know, but name another fucking free streaming app. Reels. Does anyone give what's gonna make you go out there and find it? Like if it's not easily accessible, there's people who just won't even give it a shot.
Are they already done on Reels?
No, they're still on Reels.
But I think they just filmed the last set of tapings and then they might be done on the show on the channel.
WWE is on national television and cable TV. AEW is on cable TV. If you've got a product that's good enough that people want to watch, they're gonna fucking tune in and watch it. WWE is not on a streaming service. AEW is not on a streaming service. They're on fucking television networks.
Right, but you're talking about $1 million. Like, what's that get you? A couple episodes?
That's how you work the money. If you go to a local channel and you build up regionally, get yourself a fucking home base. Like, for instance, Philly seems to be like the second home now or the home of MLW. Build up in Philly. It's been done before. It could probably be done again. Or pick a city where you maybe it's a little less expensive. You get a better shot.
So
you don't think people will come out to invest in something that's on TV local?
Well, the best example of that, I think, is TNA, because TNA started with the weekly pay-per-view shows, and they've felt enough. They got enough questions that Spike or TNN. What is this? Breaking news.
Breaking news. Finn Balor and Edge will be a Hell in the Cell match at WrestleMania.
I like it.
I'm into that.
Didn't Edge beat Finn Balor at fucking Extreme Rules or whatever it was? Or
Yeah,
fucking
but I think Judgment Night has been tormenting Edge.
Yeah, they're not done. They're not done yet.
Nothing is
course they're
over.
not.
Nothing is over.
This is what we've always wanted. This is the story building and the blow off being in a Hell in a Cell. This will be the last match they have.
I don't like the story though. Edge won. Like why he's the face. Why would he want to go back again? Like I don't get it. Whatever.
This might be. I feel like this might be Edge's last match.
Oh,
and I think Finn is probably going to win it.
Didn't Edge already say that he was going to retire in Toronto at the Raw, whatever it is that's scheduled to be there?
Yeah, but does that mean he's going to have a match?
Oh, good point. Yeah.
I don't know. But breaking news, baby.
oh yeah! Breaking news.
Yes.
You guys excited for Jade Cargill's mystery opponent?
Scuttlebutt was that it's going to be
Taya Valkyrie.
Yeah. What do you think of that? I don't care about Taya anymore. I just don't.
It's just another notch in fucking Jade's belt, man.
So you think it's going to be her?
Sure.
Does that do anything for you?
No.
Yeah, me either, bro.
It'll be cool. It'll be cool to see her on TV, but it's just a one-off, right?
I fucking see her. I see her at MLW. I see her at NWA. It's like, I see her.
You're bringing in Timothy Thatcher to face Danielson. You're bringing in Timothy Thatcher to wrestle Wheeler Yuta, who I fucking can't stand.
Who's superhuman?
That guy. Whatever. They're booking for the moment. There's no easy way to get out of this. Jade's 50-0 or whatever. She's undefeated now. This is like Goldberg all over again.
Yeah, but they're not like WCW.
How do you like? Who's gonna beat her? She's beat fucking everybody. She beat everybody.
Thunder Rosa.
Ugh. Thunder Rosa leaves the AEW World's Champion, and she comes back and goes after the TBS title.
If there's already a story for the other belt, why not?
I heard this is supposed to be a build for Buttlander coming back.
Ooh. There's also
what I've been hearing.
The originals against the Outcasts in Blood and Guts.
I'll take it.
Are they gonna use barbed wire? Are they gonna kill each other?
Oh, they get that barbed wire titty.
Oh my god, dude! If that happened, I might be okay with that. Not that I really want to see it. I just want to see like how it's done, like the process behind it.
Barbed wire bra.
Oh, dude, barbed wire bra on a pole match. First person to get the bra can put it on and use it as a fucking weapon.
Easy,
Holy
Vince.
shit, bro.
Easy, Vince Russo.
Bro, barbed wire titties, bro. Dude, I got nothing else. I don't know what the fuck we're doing. Can we thank fucking Bob Anger and fucking go home?
Yes, please. Dear God, please.
Oh my god. I don't know what happened tonight.
Smash my fucking headphones on this fucking table when we're done.
I might leave it live for that if you don't mind.
I'm just done. I'm done today. I'm done with this right now. I can't because I want to erupt in the mountain of anger.
I would like to thank Bob Anger for doing this match. I don't want to don't forget to listen to us wherever you want, wherever we go, wherever you go. Like, rate, review, subscribe, do all that shit. Visit us on YouTube at the YouTube/The Shining Wizards. Wizards Podcast everywhere else. Don't forget to join our Patreon. We got fucking tons of bonus episodes coming out. I don't want to put the cart before the horse, but these shits are fucking amazing. For me to say that, I always say that because we fucking do good work here at the Shining Wizards. Follow us on the Twitters, the Instagrams, the TikToks, the Facebooks. Maybe I'll start doing some titty dances on TikTok to get them fucking numbers up. I don't know. Maybe I'll put them. I almost broke kayfabe there. Son of a bitch. I don't know. Who else we thanking? Thank you for all tuning in and joining us tonight. thank you for giving Magenta a platform to fucking fly his trade on.
Magenta's
And,
best.
Magenta's a fucking national treasure, bro. Fuck Nick Aldis. It's fucking Magenta all day, every day.
Wow, that's bold.
It's the truth, bro, isn't it?
I mean, fuck Nick Aldis.
Yeah.
Well, fuck him as the national treasure. No, you know what? Fuck Nick Aldis. He's a handsome guy. Why wouldn't you? Especially if I had Eddie's hammer, I would. Fuck yeah, dude. Imagine that, making the shit tumble out of the national treasure.
I'm glad you guys ruined fucking Thor for me since I haven't seen it yet.
Dude, it came out a year ago. Sorry, buddy.
Behind, man. Magenta.
Oh boy. Kevin, you got any final words for us, or
Nope. Just thank you for joining us. And, see you next week.
handsome Kevin?
Good night, Diana.
Thank you, brother.